My name is Laura Pinkasavage, and I'm one of the field marketing specialists for the East Central Florida region. Today, I'm going to show you how to upload your blog post onto your Moxi website.
To get started, you're going to want to go onto your Moxi Works account via the CB desk. When you first land on your Moxi Works account page or your roster page, as it says up here in the top, you'll see Moxi Present, Engage, My Website, Impress, and Directory. Go ahead and click on My Website. And this is going to take you onto your back-end administrative page for your website. If you don't get here directly by clicking on My Website, I'd recommend taking a Moxi 101 class to help you get your website set up and started. Along this left-hand side panel of your Moxi website are going to be different areas that you can click into that will take you to different features of your website. Today we're going to be looking at blog posts. To start a new blog post, you will click onto Add New. Once you click on Add New, you will be in your blog post's content editor. So this is going to be where you create your blog posts from the ground up. I highly recommend when you get to this stage already having your content, images, and any media that you want to use for your post ready to go. So you don't always have to sit down and write out all of your blog content. However, I do recommend writing content just to keep things personal. You can put your own ideas out there and you have full ownership over that content. However, in a pinch, and what can also be used to help fill content is by looking up additional sources for content and reposting via your blog. One of my favorite resources that I'd recommend is the Coldwell Banker blog, CD Blue Matter. So I'm going to go there today for an example blog post. And today we are looking at the 7 tips for listing your Airbnb. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy this title because it's going to be the new title for our blog post. Once you copy in that title or type in your title and click out of it, it is going to generate this permalink. This is going to be the shareable link that you can then post on your social media accounts or share anywhere that will direct your viewers to this blog post on your website. Then your audience is going to have the ability to look at everything else on your website, so you want it all to be nice and complete. All right, next we're going to go into this content text editor, and this is where the meat and potatoes of your blog post lives. I'm going to go back into my article that I'm resharing, and we are going to copy the main content or the body text. All right, copy that. And I am going to paste this into my content editor. When you copy and paste it in, it is automatically going to copy in those text attributes of your bolded headings, as well as any spacing formatting. You're going to want to also include some images. That also helps your search engine optimization by having some rich content, which is going to be images, infographics, videos. For an image, I'm going to actually save this image and use this for my post. I want it here at the very top of the post. So I'm going to hit Add Media. And I already uploaded this image, but if this wasn't sitting here, all you have to do is upload the files, and you can either drag it and drop it or select the file from your desktop. So I'm going to make sure that it is outlined in blue with a check mark and then hit Insert Media. This is going to insert this image at the top of my post. What I also at this point want to do is save this image here as the featured image. Now the featured image is going to act as a preview image and will basically be the main image that people will see before they go into the blog post, or if you're just in the blog section of your web post page with multiple posts, it's going to be that preview image that stands out. So I'm going to select the same photo and set that as my featured image, and the little preview will pop up here. So right now I can scroll through and look at my web page
I could preview it if I want to at this point, but I'm going to make sure, since these are not my words and I did not sit down and write this, that I'm going to give credit where credit is due and source my author. I'm going to go back into my web page, scroll down, and copy Jennifer's name and paste that into my article. Here. Now, as you can see when I'm highlighting over it, it is already hyperlinked. This is going to take people back to the Coldwell Banker blog website and source the Jennifer McGuire. However, when people do go back to the website, I want to make sure that they're still staying on my webpage. Google Analytics take into account the length of time people stay active and engaged on your webpage. So you want to make sure that anytime you're redirecting a viewer with a hyperlink, that you keep them on your webpage at the same time and they open that hyperlink in a new tab. So to do so, you're going to click this gear icon and then select Open Link in a new tab, hit Update. So now when they click on this in your post, they will enter that link into a new page. Now, this article could stand out pretty well on its own, but like I said, rich content is going to boost your post further, and it's going to allow people to stay on your page the more active and engaging it is. So I always think video content is the best way to do this. Now, I went ahead, and since this article is about listing your home on Airbnb, I went to YouTube and researched a video that is relative to this article topic. So I found a video that's titled The Top 10 Photography Tips for Listing Your Home on Airbnb. I am going to copy the URL address of this video. I'm going to go back into my post. I'm going to insert edit media. And in source, I am going to paste that website URL and hit OK. And it will automatically populate that video into my article. Now, once again, giving credit where credit is due, I am going to say video created by. I'm going to go back into my video, and I am going to copy that link address, and remember that it's the House of Valentina. So this time it didn't automatically, I typed it in so it didn't automatically hyperlink. So what I'm going to do is hyperlink that. You're going to do that little link icon, paste in the link for her channel. I'm going to once again go to these link options, click open a new tab, and hit update. And that is going to hyperlink to the creator of this video. From here, I can then preview my article just to make sure it's looking the way I want it to. So we have our title. That's going to populate with your name. You have the content. This video is populated in. I might add an extra space here because that's looking a little crowded. So I can exit out of the preview, add a couple spaces in, and then when I go back into preview, you can see that it's not much less crowded, and this kind of comes in as a footer. So the last few suggestions I have for your blog post article is to categorize it. I'm going to categorize it as investment tips. You can create a new category by clicking on this and typing in that new category. You can create tags. This is going to work very similar to a hashtag on your social media. However, instead of using the pound hashtag symbol, you're just going to type in those tags. So I'm going to do investment tips, Airbnb, and you separate by commas on here. So investors, that's good for now. And then you can just go in and create tags for any relevant topics. And that's also going to help the search performance for this specific article and thus the performance of people being able to find your website. So once I am content and happy with the way that my webpage looks and this blog article reads, I'm going to hit the publish button. And now my article is published and live on my webpage. If I hit visit site, it'll take me to my website homepage. I can then go to my blog, and my new article is right here. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and follow along for more marketing related content.